I'm back. Finally. I know it has been forever, and I know some people have been waiting for videos, and I'm really sorry. I've been so busy with school and with work and life in general that I just haven't had time to make a video. But I'm back and I have a bunch to record today, so I'll be wearing the same outfit in like 4 videos. So let's just get into it.
That's what she said.
Also, sorry if the lighting is bad. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out everything and editing and everything. But let's get into it. First, I want to start off with The Mandalorian Season 3. So this is a very popular show. A lot of people love it. I personally love it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I got to preface with that. I watched Clone Wars. I watched all the movies. I haven't read any of the books, but I love Star Wars, and I know it pretty well. And I love the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. I know this is a show that a lot of people who aren't even really Star Wars fans like, because it's just good. Season 3, however, was not quite as good as the first 2 seasons, in my opinion. I also have heard not as many people watch this season, and I'm kind of wondering if that has something to do with the marketing of it, or the space between seasons, or the Book of Boba Fett, and Star Wars hasn't been on top of its game lately. But it felt the same in Season 3. Season 3 kind of felt like the writing wasn't as top-notch as it was in the first 2 seasons, and they didn't have a clear-cut direction. There were some rumors floating around that Jon Favreau, who created the show, if you don't know, had some beef with Kathleen Kennedy, who's the head of Star Wars, and she kind of forced some things on him in Season 3 that kind of messed with the story. And I can totally see that, like bringing Grogu back in the Book of Boba Fett, so that he would be in Mandalorian Season 3. Now listen, I love Grogu, but I also feel like it did feel a little forced, and him and Din Djarin were just put on the back burner this season. And Bo-Katan is great. I love the stuff with Bo-Katan. They had a lot of good concepts, good ideas. You know, let's take back Mandalore. This will be great. But I just don't feel like it landed that well. They took so long to get there. They got there in the last 2 episodes, and I just feel like they could have got there in 5 episodes and fleshed it out more in the last 3. There just should have been more direction and not as much drawing everything out. For example, episode 6 with Jack Black. I liked it. It was a funny episode, but it was so pointless to have that late in the season. It's hard to get invested in an episode like that when you feel like it's not really leading anywhere. I think there could have been a lot more depth to this season. A lot more character growth. Din Djarin didn't really feel like he went anywhere. He's just he still likes Grogu a lot, and he helped out Bo-Katan, and that was it. I don't know. It's kind of sad that I don't have a ton to say about this. I also am trying to keep my videos shorter, but I don't have a ton to say about this season just because it kind of left me feeling deflated. Like, I had a lot of really cool ideas, and then they were executed poorly, and it just made me feel like I needed more than that, which could be good, you know, if it's like, oh, that was so exciting, I can't wait for the next season. But it's just like, oh, that was it? The last episode had great action. It looked awesome, which should be enough, right? But it's just not. We need story, we need building, we need a direction, we need a path to go. And it didn't even lead into the next Star Wars show, which will be Ahsoka. And that's just weird. It just feels like they just did the season because they have to, and they don't really know where they're going next. They say season 4 is written, but I don't know. I guess we'll see where it goes. I hope the next season is better than this one. I haven't given up on The Mandalorian. I thought there were great parts in this season. It's not like I disliked this season, but just compared to the other 2, it was obviously the weakest of the 3, and they could have done a lot more. Let me know what you thought of The Mandalorian Season 3. If you've watched it yet. If you haven't, sorry, I just spoiled everything. But you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, watch The Mandalorian. I still think it's worth it because it's Star Wars. It can lead into other things. It can expand the world. It can grow your love for Mando and Grogu and Bo-Katan and the adventures that they'll have in the future. I think future seasons still can be great. Just this one sort of fell flat. Anyways, peace out. See you later. Love y'all.